Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and in this video we will study another important transit in the month of January, that is Venus or Shukra is going to move from the sign of Scorpio or Vrishik into the sign of Sagittarius or Dhanu on 4th January 2021 and is going to stay in Sagittarius or Dhanu till 28th January 2021. Now, Venus is the significator of luxury, comforts, relationship, partnership. So, in this video, let us analyze the impact of Venus transit into the sign of Sagittarius starting 4th January 2021. Om Sri Krishnaya Namaha. Now, look at this chart. This chart shows the position of planets on 4th January 2021. So till now, Venus was in conjunction with Ketu in the sign of Scorpio, and therefore Venus was very weak. However, now he has transited into the sign of Sagittarius. So the Guru of Daityas, that is Shukracharya, has now moved into the house of Guru of Devas, that is Brihaspati. The signs of Sagittarius and Pisces are ruled by Devguru Brihaspati. Now remember that this is the natural ninth house of the zodiac, which represents spirituality, higher beliefs, optimism, our gurus, our father-like figures, our teachers. Venus or Shukra is also a teacher, but he is the Daitya Guru. Okay, and what do Daityas do? They indulge too much into something. Venus is also a Rajasic planet. Okay, what is Rajasic? When you try to eat chips, example, okay, you find the chips are very tasty, and again you continue repeating that action. You want to eat more and more chips. Okay, so Venus is similar. He causes you to indulge more and more into something, and you must take care that this indulgence does not become an obsession, because if it becomes an obsession, then you will find yourself in trouble. For example, if you are eating too many sweet things just because you like the taste, you may end up with diabetes in the long run. So this transit of Venus is meant to teach us to avoid overindulging into any activity. Rather, lead a balanced life. Distribute your day into different phases and do various kinds of activities such as meditation, study, TV time, creativity, spend time with your family. Okay, but do not overindulge into anything. Now let us do an ascendant wise analysis. So let us start with the Aries ascendant or the Mesh ascendant. For an Aries ascendant, Venus rules the second house of Taurus and the seventh house of Tula or Libra. In short, he rules your house of wealth, your family, and your partnerships, and now he has moved into the ninth house representing gurus. So what this means is, get in touch with your gurus, communicate with your gurus, because Mercury is also present in your ninth house, and you will gain a lot of learnings from your gurus. So for Aries ascendant, this is a very good time to get in touch with your teachers, with your guides, and learn something from them. This will benefit you in the long run. Also, because the seventh house represents your spouse, the second house represents your family, and the ninth house represents travel to spiritual places. Okay, do take some time off and go with your family to a temple or a spiritual place, and you will find great happiness from this. So Venus gives good results to the natives of Aries ascendant in this transit. Now for a Taurus ascendant or Vrishab ascendant, Venus rules the first house and the sixth house, and he is moving into your 8th house. Okay, So since your Lagnesh or your first lord as well as your sixth lord Shukra is moving into the eighth house, you need to take good care of your health. Okay, sixth house is the house of diseases, first house is your body, your personality, and eighth house is the house of sudden events, sudden upheavals. So when Venus moves into the eighth house, sudden conflicts may come in your life. You may face health related issues. So try avoiding overindulging in any activity that can give you health issues. For example, do not eat too much sweets because this can give you diabetes. So for Taurus ascendant, the advice would be to take care of your health. Do not overindulge into anything. Now let us move to the Gemini ascendant. For a Gemini ascendant, Venus rules the 12th house of Taurus and the 5th house of Tula. 12th house represents expenditure, distant lands, and the 5th house represents love, romance, and children. Okay, and your 5th and 12th lord is moving into your 7th house of partnerships. This means that you will benefit greatly by partnering with people in foreign lands or people having foreign culture. Spend quality time with your children and you will enjoy your life to the fullest this month. So, this Venus transit tells you to partner more with people from a foreign land, especially for your work related matters, and also to spend quality time with your children. This is what is going to give you a lot of happiness. Also, fifth house represents knowledge and education, it represents higher learning. So, if you want to learn a foreign language, do go for it because this is a very good time to learn something new and you will greatly benefit from this in the long run. Now let us move to the Cancer ascendant or the Kark ascendant. So for a Cancer ascendant, Venus rules your 11th house and your 4th house. 11th house represents your wishes, aspirations, desires, friends, and 4th house represents property. It represents vehicles, it represents comforts, it represents the mother. Now, Venus, who is representing these things in your horoscope, is moving into the 6th house of disputes, conflicts, litigations. Okay, so this transit may give you some kind of disputes with your friends or with respect to property related matters or even some conflicts or disagreements with your mother. So be patient, do not take hasty decisions. Pray to Goddess Lakshmi and you are going to benefit greatly. Now let us move to the Leo ascendant or the Sima ascendant. So for a Leo ascendant, Venus rules the 3rd house of efforts, neighbors and siblings, as well as the 10th house of career. And Venus is moving into your 5th house of education, knowledge, love, and romance. So, what this means is in your career, you need to put in a good amount of efforts, and putting in those efforts will give you wonderful partnerships, wonderful friends, and a lot of success in times ahead. So, for the Leo ascendant, Venus says you work hard and then you indulge in what you want. This transit could also imply short trips for work related purposes. So it is a good time for the Leo ascendant. Now let us move to the Virgo ascendant or the Kanya ascendant. For the Virgo ascendant, Venus rules the 2nd house of family, wealth, the food you eat, and the 9th house of good luck, prosperities, and gurus. And your 2nd and 9th lord is now moving into the 4th house, which represents peace, prosperity, happiness, and luxury. Venus is a natural karaka for luxury and comforts. So, this is a definitely good transit for you. You will benefit by partnering with your gurus, by taking advice from your family. And this is a period when you will find yourself to be extremely happy, extremely comfortable, provided you are having the right Mahadasha in your horoscope and there are no bad aspects on natal Venus. Let us move to the Libra ascendant. For Libra ascendant, Venus is the ruler of the first house and the eighth house of sudden events, upheavals, longevity. And this Venus is moving into the third house of courage, of neighbors, of siblings, of preaching. Okay, so what this means is if you indulge yourself into a spiritual activity and you also indulge in teaching spiritual things to people, you are going to greatly benefit from this transit, because the eighth house is the house of occult knowledge. It is the house of spiritual knowledge as well. It is the house of buried things, things that are hidden. So, if you try to preach such things, if you know such things, if you learn such things, and you preach these things, because third house represents preaching, you are going to benefit from this transit. Now let us move to the Scorpio ascendant. For a Scorpio ascendant, Venus rules the 12th house of expenses, isolation, distant lands, and the 7th house of partnerships. And he is moving into the second house of family and wealth. So, what this transit is going to do is it is going to make you spend a lot of wealth on your partner. Maybe you will go to some distant lands, you will travel to some distant lands, and you will spend money there along with your partner. But try not to overindulge into such activities, because they will cause you huge financial expenses. So, the advice for the Scorpio ascendant is to be careful with finances. Spend quality time with your partner, but do not overindulge and waste your money. Now, let us move to the Sagittarius ascendant or Dhanu ascendant. For Sagittarius ascendant, Venus rules the sixth house of enemies, conflicts, litigations, diseases. And he also rules your 11th house of gains and friends. And he is moving into your ascendant. Okay, so what this means is friends as well as enemies are coming into your life. Now, Venus is a female planet. Okay, it represents the feminine sex. And therefore, what this transit tells us is be careful in your interactions with female friends, because this may cause some kind of disputes to you, some kind of conflicts. So maintain a distance from your female friends, do not overindulge, and this transit will be a smooth transit for you. Also, since the sixth lord is coming into your first house, it means conflicts are coming into your life. Okay, so be very aware of this. Take good care of your health, because the sixth house also represents diseases. So worship Lord Vishnu, and this transit will give you a lot of benefits. Now, for a Capricorn ascendant, Venus rules the fifth house of Taurus and the 10th house of your career, that is Libra or Tula, and he is moving into your 12th house. So again, this transit encourages you to learn something such as a foreign language which will benefit you in your career. It is also a good time when you should invest in learning something new, something out of the box, and that will benefit you greatly. If you are moving to a foreign land because of your career or because of higher education, then this is a good time to take action and go abroad. Now, for an Aquarius ascendant or Kumbh ascendant, Venus is a Yoga Karaka because he rules the fourth house, which is a Kendra, as well as your ninth house, which is a Trikon. And the fourth and the ninth Lord Venus is moving into your 11th house of gains. So, you are going to gain something from property related matters, okay, or from your mother or from your gurus, because the fourth house represents property, mother, okay, and the ninth house represents gurus or teachers. And this fourth and ninth Lord Venus is moving into your 11th house of gains. So, Aquarius ascendant or Kumbh ascendant should pay attention to property related matters. Take advice from your mother and father as well as your gurus, and you will greatly benefit from property related matters as well as the advice you receive from your gurus and parents. Now, for the Pisces ascendant or the mean ascendant, Venus rules the third house of neighbors, courage, and siblings, and the eighth house of sudden upheavals, occult knowledge, buried things. So, your third and eighth lord is moving into your 10th house of career. So, on the career front, you might find sudden changes, okay, and you will have the courage to face these changes and move ahead and succeed, because the third house also represents courage, and right now Rahu is present in the third house, giving you a lot of energy to achieve your goals. So, for a Pisces ascendant, this is a very good time. Also, if you indulge in practices such as Reiki, tarot card reading, etc., okay, these will greatly benefit you in your life. So, friends, this is an analysis of the Venus transit for each of the 12 ascendants. The overall results may vary for every person based on what Mahadashas, Antardashas they are experiencing at this point in time and how their natal chart is structured. However, this is a general analysis, and these results will apply to all the 12 ascendants in a general way. So friends, if you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my channel Kamath Astrology, please do so by clicking the subscribe button. For any queries, consultation, please email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com, and we'll be glad to assist you. To know more about us, visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. So thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, bye. Take care.